recently about some nerve issues in your neck, in your arm, and I'm wondering how you're doing health-wise at this point, going into the fight.
Health-wise, going into this fight, I'm fantastic, you know.
Fantastic.
Fighters train hard, you know, and we accumulate injuries over the years, but nothing that is going to stop me from destroying Alan Belcher come next Saturday night. I've had a great camp, feel fantastic. Yes, you know, as I said, all fighters kind of carry with injuries here and there, but there's nothing that's going to hinder my performance, and nothing on this planet that's going to help Alan Belcher.
What do you see a win? If it were to come on Saturday, what does that do for you in the division?
Well, obviously it puts me back in the win column. It eradicates my last loss. You know, you're only as good as your last fight, and you know, my last fight was a loss, and I don't take that too well. You know, I wanna win fights. I'm a natural competitor, and you know, a win over Alan Belcher puts me back in the win column. As I say, I get redemption from my last fight. It's a win over a top 10 opponent, and it gets me back in the mix for the title shot. You know, that's what I want. And then as long as there's lies in my body, I will continue to try and get that title shot. You know, I'm a fighter. I want to be the world champion, and I ain't stopping until, as long as my body can do it, I'm going to keep trying.
All right, thank you, Michael. Alan, what I guess along those same thought process, what does a win over Michael do for you?
Well, it puts me in the back in the top of the division, and yeah, we're both coming off losses. We both have losses in our career, wins in our career, and now we're gonna see who the best is out of us too. I don't care. I'm not really thinking about the ranks. I'm not thinking about what the fans think or about how confident Michael is. I'm just thinking about beating him Saturday night.
Let me just add to that. A win over me for Alan Belcher will be by far the biggest win of his pathetic career.
Okay. If a win over me is not.
Don't give a fuck about Alan Belcher.
Yeah, that's right. So you better not lose to me, otherwise you're gonna go way back, right?
I ain't gonna lose to you, mate. It's in the bag. All I'm gonna do is it's a formality. I'm just gonna show up, slap your little face, take my check, and go home.
Yep, we'll see you Saturday night.
We bloody will, mate, because you know it's coming, big man.
Yep, I know exactly what's coming.
Yeah.
Alan, I guess Michael, he always, very colorful. Always is going into his fights. Is it going to be difficult, separating, any emotions, and staying calm in the cage and not letting, any lingering emotions affect you?
Is the question for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is emotional for me, and that's whenever I perform at my highest. I have the most pressure on me. I'm the most nervous for this fight ever. The only fights that I've ever lost are the fights that I wasn't very excited for. So this one, I want it worse than any fight in my whole career, and I'm focused on it, and I'll perform at my highest.
Thanks. And if I could, just one quick one for Chael. You mentioned earlier how you think John. I don't know if you were talking just the light heavyweight division or overall when you said best ever. But you've looked at him a lot leading up to this. You've been in the cage twice with Anderson. Who's the better of the two?
It's a tough sell, man. Look, here's the reality with Anderson. I stomped that guy. And you can pick up his little arm as many times as you want and call him the winner, but the fact is I whipped his ass for 30 minutes. He got the jump on me for less than 30 seconds. He never knocked me down. I fell down. They say Anderson's the best pound for pound. He's not the best round for round. I have 3 10-8 rounds in my entire career. I fought 49 men. 3 rounds of my whole life are 10-8. That's gymnastics equivalent to a perfect 10. It doesn't happen in this sport. I doubt anyone on this call even has a 10-8 round. I got 3 of them. They're all against Anderson Silva. So if you think John and Anderson are even close, I will run through John because I ran through Anderson. Now, I don't think they're close. I think John is considerably better than Anderson. But you know, sometimes I hear that I don't deserve this fight or I'm not the right guy, but then I hear that Anderson could beat him. But well, you got to be kidding me. I stomped Anderson Silva twice.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, you guys.
We'll go next to Zeus King.
I'm gonna have to do the splits. I'm gonna have to do the Houdini. Stepping on the shoulder from the heel hook.
He is a leg lock specialist, and that is exactly where you felt it.
So this is probably revolutionary. Whenever me and Dean Lister got together and started brainstorming on this is something that he was really adamant about. Really, really important, okay, that you do this, and I'm going to show you how to do it right.
Defended against the most dangerous heel hook artist in MMA.
I'll hold the head, pull my leg out of here, bring it to his chest, okay? I'm going to slide it.
He's going to keep weight on that leg. Now get out of there. Back your hips up and get out of there, Alan. Belcher goes right.
We're going for this stuff all the time. All this, it was just pretty much standard procedure. I've been doing this all the time in training camp.
Twist kind of aggressively because I got to get around there. Make a little loop here, boom, right around the leg.